Hey folks, this is Aidalee from Dad's Gaming Addiction, and we'll be taking a super quick look at Dark Deity. I was told that this game has a resemblance to Fire Emblem, but I've never played it, so I can't speak to that. This game is described, though, as a turn-based strategy tactical fighting game with light RPG elements, but I consider it more as a visual novel with the turn-based stuff as a bonus. I normally don't like the whole tactical side of games when it comes to positioning. I'm not very good at arranging heroes and implementing combo moves in this manner, and with the added stat-based numbers all over the place, this game is not really up my alley in that sense. However, turn-based games with similar mechanics to this one, like Aliens Dark Descent, XCOM, or Solasta, for me personally, they need to have some sort of, I don't want to say gimmick, but something to suck you in, whether it's a visual impact or an addicting aspect or whatever. Something that will keep me playing. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't continue playing, what's that one game called? Mutant Game Zero, Mutant Year Zero, something like that. I love the visual novel art. I don't necessarily care for the story too much so far in this game, but the characters, I'm starting to get used to them, and I like the in-depth development that's starting to come in, which is actually making me appreciate and enjoy the story a little more. Now, the reason why there's some pretty decent character development is because of something called bonds. This is the crux of the game. This is the juice. This is what keeps me playing. Between each chapter of the game, there's a campsite, and from there you can use the shop to buy health, permanent stat upgrades, or weapon tier tokens, which increases the character's abilities. But most importantly, you can build bonds with each other. Well, it's not really important. It's just really to get deeper in the lore and find out what makes everyone tick. But seeing someone's relationship meter go from C to A or whatever the highest is extremely satisfying. And the way to develop these bonds is to actually do combat in close proximity to each other so that you can see like little hearts that pop up. That's really all there is to it. It's cute and it's simple to grasp, but it's not so simple to implement because as the maps get bigger and there are more enemies, you have to strategically plan whether if you want to stick the two characters together so that they can have tight bonds, or spread them out, maybe go after other relationship ties, or you can just surpass all of that and play the game how you want. The whole bond mechanic is completely optional. You can totally ignore it, but there are over 460 dialogue options, and I cannot ignore that. I gotta see what they're all saying to each other, about each other. This is my soap opera, and I'm just taking it all in. And it's really fantastic so far. And there are some hilarious characters and realizations to go through. It reminds me of Dynasty Warriors 8XL in the ambitions mode, where you can develop bonds with your heroes. But in Dark Deity, the character lore goes pretty deep, and you can develop hatred or romantic feelings for one another. It doesn't change the gameplay by any means. Like, you can't actually date or really pursue a romantic relationship. I mean, you could try, but you won't get an heir or anything like that. Unfortunately, you can't bring up all the relationships at its highest grade in one playthrough, so I'll be playing this quite a few times for sure. Luckily, there's a beach mode where you get the best armor because, as we all know, the less clothing you wear, the more armor you have. Honestly though, I think beach mode is silly, but I get it, appealing to the masses. They did it in the Fatal Frame series, which is a horror game, so it's kind of ridiculous trying to be scared, but your character is running around in such a laughable outfit. Anyways, I do like that there's a beach mode. It's a whole fashion thing for me, and you know, I'm a girl, I like fashion, what can I say? But if they're implementing that, I really wish there were more themes. The fact that it requires multiple playthroughs to reach bonds to their highest, it's kind of a missed opportunity to come up with more art themes for this kind of visual novel. Regardless, the sound designs are fantastic, the animations are pretty flawless, there's an easy, medium, and hard mode, which I'm super appreciative of. And while I'm not a fan of pixelated graphics, I didn't mind this because you can actually make out what's what. So thank you to Alex for this title. I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I would recommend this because of the character driven stories and even the turn based combat. It isn't that bad or complicated, just be prepared for quite a bit of reading. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye, guys.
Fine by me.